Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:53. Time for your morning sprint, getting you ready to take on your Monday.
Our Caroline Flynn is live at Spokane Community College, where you can get tips for cooking this year's Thanksgiving meal.
And Mark Peterson is tracking thick fog in the Spokane area this morning.
But first, two deadly, destructive wildfires still burning in California this morning. At least 31 people have died in several fires, and 228 people are still unaccounted for. The Woolsey fire, which has burned more than 85,000 acres near Malibu, was 15% contained last night. The Camp Fire, which has nearly leveled the town of Paradise north of Sacramento, is about 25% contained. It's burned through 6,700 buildings. Many of those are homes.
A project to repair a bridge near Othello was taking longer than expected. Crews have been working on upgrades for several weeks and had hoped to finish before Thanksgiving, but now say Highway 26 closure will be extended. So anyone heading to or from Pullman using State Route 26 for Thanksgiving or the Apple Cup, which is the day after the holiday, will need to use the 32-mile detour down to Connell, which is currently in place. DOT says the closure could last into December.
The Food and Drug Administration is expected to announce new restrictions on the sale of e-cigarettes this week. Federal regulators say they plan to ban the sale of flavored e-cigarettes in convenience stores and gas stations, but the products would still be available in vape and tobacco shops. The FDA also plans to add an age verification requirement for online sales.
All right, good morning, everybody. As you're heading out, dense fog advisory in effect until 10, and really for areas, again, from Davenport, Rockford, Cheney, and Spokane. It's not just here that we have fog, though, so you want to take it easy because we're seeing it up north and then wrapping around Wenatchee, zero visibility there. So you got to take it easy and just relax. We'll have more on your forecast coming up, but it's cold outside.
Spokane City Council is scheduled to vote today on a policy that would allow the homeless to use City Hall for shelter without being asked to leave. Spokane City Council member Kate Burke wants anyone to be able to use City Hall between open and close without a time limit. She says people will be asked to leave if they are being violent, causing a disturbance, or if there are too many people in the lobby. The City Council heard the first reading of the proposal last week. Tonight's meeting is at 6 o'clock.
Well, the Nez Perce County Sheriff says a man died in what they believe was a hunting accident yesterday. Deputies responded to Soldiers Meadow Lake, southeast of Lewiston. Just before 8 a.m., they found Ryan Rigney with a gunshot wound. He died at the scene. The sheriff's office says that shooting appears to be accidental.
A Washington man accused of stabbing a cab driver to death in North Idaho has pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. As part of the plea deal, prosecutors dropped their pursuit of the death penalty for 21-year-old Jacob Coleman. Police say last August, Coleman stabbed 22-year-old Guggendeep Singh to death after the cab driver picked Coleman up and drove him into North Idaho. Coleman's sentencing hearing is scheduled for January 3rd.
Leaf pickup on Spokane Street starts today. The first stop is the Audubon neighborhood. Crews will only remove leaves that have naturally fallen into the street, and they ask that you do not intentionally rake your leaves into the street. If you want to get rid of your leaves in your yard, you can place them in a green yardway bin. Those will be collected until November 30th.
And we've been telling you all morning about this perfect Thanksgiving dinner class that's happening this Thursday from 6 to 8. We also just learned that it is now full. This all happened while we were on air this morning. There is a wait list, and Chef Charlie says get on it because he's working to see if maybe they can add another class or if people drop out. We've, of course, got a link to that at KXLY.com.
And coming up next on Good Morning America, Paradise left in ruins as the search for survivors continues. We're getting a first look at entire towns now reduced to rubble by California wildfires.
An election cliffhangers, recounts are in full swing for the governor's office and a Senate seat in Florida. As protesters gather outside election headquarters, several candidates have filed lawsuits.
Again, that dense fog advisory in effect till 10. 39 for our high today with sunshine this afternoon. Again tomorrow with overnight lows into the mid-20s. That means more dense fog potential tomorrow. And then we're going to see things warm up for the end of the week with a chance of showers, rain, or snow Wednesday.
All right.
And with that, time for Good Morning America.
Buckle up.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the KXLY 4 News app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Then contact KXLY 4 News.